Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an LTTB. It's a Soviet Tier 8 light tank and it's located on the north spawn of Ruinberg and being commanded by Black Swan NL. Now, what can I tell you about the LTTB? Well, it actually means light tank with heavy armour. It's got an 85mm gun. It's got a very, very fast chassis, but it is a light tank. That 85mm gun is housed in a T-3485 turret because this tank was cancelled. It was never actually produced. It was supposed to be a replacement for the T-80, but they never got around to making it, so it didn't exist. It was only a paper tank. And Black Swan's taking it up to centre line, parking in the bushes, looking for any of the enemy who might come forward. Oh, got a target. An M41 Bulldog. He puts a round into him straight away. 186, good shot. And we've got a batch at 25 ton. He's going for the ruins. He's made it in. Okay, he's pulling back a little so he will be being spotted. There's the batch at. Oh, gets 161 off him. And he's pulled down again to take a shot, and he puts another 160 rounds. 160 hit points out of him. Takes a shot, 284, that hurt. But the Batchat keeps trying to poke, and another round goes in, 176. If he stays there, he will get shot. I bet he's going to pull back. He does, and finishes him off. So that's the first kill on the board. Okay, he's putting back up to the centre line again. That shot from the Batchat really hurt. 284 hit points. This is a tier 9 game, and he just took out a tier 9 light tank. Okay, P43 bounced. Oh, what's next? Oh, IKV-90, yes, he got a hit. In fact, actually killed him. Took him out. And the P43 was taken out just before that shot was fired, so that's unfortunate. Wasted shell there. Okay, we can see the enemy Arty actually from here, so I think he's going to go up and take a shot. No, the enemy Arty is retreating. He fired a round into the gap where he thought it might be, but it wasn't showing. Right, we've got a Comet and a Type 59 further down, and they can just be seen. He fires a round in, gets a hit on the Type 59. Of course, Type 59's a medium, and he fires back, 243, and that hurt. But apparently he just did take out an enemy tank by blowing it up, and that was the Type 59 apparently. He got a shot in and blew him up, he hammer-racked him. I missed that, but I'm sure that we'll see it in a replay. Comet fires a round into his rear, finishes him off. Okay, so the enemy is camping. This is an encounter game. There's a T-28 over there. That's a tank destroyer, the American tank destroyer. Oh, is he? No, is he still alive? He's going to have to go round. Yep, he's going to take the route down here, down to the town, go around, come up the T-28 on the other side where he's not expecting it. Yep, he's still looking at that T-28, so that's what he's after. Of course, he might come across some of the enemy when he gets down there. Yeah, he's got the side of the T-28, and he can easily pen that. The T-28 doesn't want to turn towards him, because if he does, he's going to expose his side to the others. And he is now turning. Fires around in. I think he got the tracks there, but the T-28 is taken out. That was the Jag Tiger who got him in the end. Right, now he's going around the corner here, because there's a GW Panther somewhere around. There's a couple of enemy tanks in the town. He's got the Jag Tiger first, 165 hit points to him. He's turned side on, fires another round in and gets the kill. Now the enemy Arty was spotted and has been taken out. He was killed by the Jag Tiger, so he's going to town. He's got 4 kills now, Black Swan. He's going to come out the corner. There'll be a lurber just ahead of him. There he is, side on, puts a round into his turret, tries to hammer rack him. No, that one doesn't go through. Fires another one in. He does get penetration, 173. 3, trying to get another round in. Oh, look at the holes on the back of that Lerva now. He's in a bad way. Yep. Still trying to get the ammo rack. That one finishes him off. 66 hit points. 5th kill. T-34 gets a shot into him. Fires one into his rear. That's his Top Gun. One enemy left. And that's SPIC. Just got to find him. Oh, you don't find him if you drive into a wall. Ouch. Unfortunately, the SPIC was killed by our standard B, so he doesn't get that last kill. But 6 is good enough. So let's have a look and see exactly what he scored. And it's an ace tanker in the LTTB for Black Swan NL. He also picked up a demolition expert for detonating the Type 59. I'd love to see that again, just to see when he did, because he took a shot from the Type 59 and he fired one back and got the Type 59 immediately with an ammo rack. He also got a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive hits on the enemy. A duelist for taking out 2 enemy tanks that did damage to him during the battle. That would have been the Type 59 and the Batchat. And he also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his vehicle. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly. He got an Orlik medal for taking out 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a light tank, so long as they're 1 tier higher than him. So he did take out higher tier opponents in his little light tank, and of course shows how powerful the LTTB can be with that 85mm gun. He picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, and lastly he picked up that Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. So let's look and see how it fared on the scoreboard. Well, he managed to get the highest amount of damage, 4,003 hit points. He got that, which is more than double the highest score of the enemy, which was the T28. He got the highest number of kills, 6, which is 3 times the highest score on the enemy team and double the nearest scorer on his own team. And lastly, he got a an XP, I should say, of base XP of 1,328, and that was huge by comparison. Nearly 4 times or more than 4 times, I should say, actually, the score of the nearest enemy. So a very profitable round for him. Let's have a look at the detailed report. He fired 25 rounds, got 23 direct hits, 21 penetrations, very good accuracy. He did damage of 4,003 hit points, of which 649 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits during the battle, 3 penetrations, and a couple of those were from one was from the Type 59, the others from the Batchat, which are unfortunate, but couldn't be helped. He did actually give as good as he got, though. He spotted 3 enemy vehicles. He damaged 10 of the enemy, 2/3 of the enemy team, and killed 6 of the enemy, more than 1/3 of the enemy team, or 2/5 of the enemy team. He also caused 282 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium account, he earned 51,525 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he actually had 40,067 credits left over. He earned 5 bonds for the 3 epic medals that he picked up, which were the Orliks, the High Caliber, and the Top Gun. And since these are 1 bond apiece, that must be the other one that earns 3 bonds. And he received 1,992 XP. It was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he actually took away 3,984 XP altogether. So an extremely profitable battle for the LTTB, which is why it's actually quite a terror when it comes to light tank fighting at tier 8. The only problem with the LTTB is that its gun depression is pretty naff. So it's a rather unfortunate thing, as most Soviet tanks have pretty poor gun depression. But other than that, it's pretty powerful in terms of being able to move about. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that will be featuring in our next video.